An exciting day for the Tennessee Valley. Several state and federal lawmakers and the Secretary of Defense on Redstone Arsenal this afternoon to unveil the sign for U.S. Space Command. News 19's Ben Hoover and Kayla Smith are joining us live from the Arsenal to tell us all about this historical event. I was looking at the live stream, Ben. Lots of people there. We're talking Katie Britt, Tommy Tuberville, and it was just a lot of people there today. Exciting day.
That's right, Tamika and Kayla will join me here in just a moment. But first, yes, a lot of top brass from the military and some political bigwigs here in town. In fact, almost the entire Alabama congressional delegation was here for the official unveiling of the sign on a 60-acre plot of land that will be the future home of SpaceCom headquarters. Let's go ahead and show you that sign and that unveiling today. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth and Air Force Secretary Troy Mink here to help with the honor. Also, Space Command Commanding General Stephen Whiting said today the sign showing the command's logo is showing that, quote, "We are here now." The mayors of Huntsville and Madison also here today saying that the entire area is ready for the 1,300 personnel who will work at headquarters, moving from its temporary headquarters out in Colorado Springs to here at Redstone Arsenal. Let's hear from Mayor Battle and others.
U.S. Space Command has long enjoyed a strong connection to the Tennessee Valley. Our U.S. Army Service Component, Space and Missile Defense Command, or SMDC, has operated from Redstone for decades.
The community has waited many years for this day, and it's finally here. And this is a moment of pride. It validates decades of investment in space, defense, education, and quality of life. The work isn't done, but Huntsville is ready.
The quicker we establish this, the more robust the capabilities are, the more likely we are able to deter the next conflict and, if necessary, stand prepared to overwhelmingly defeat our enemies.
Kayla joins me here live. Kayla, you were at that spot. We're here at the Visitor Center, but that is over at the intersection of Marshall Road and Toftoy Thruway, where we saw the sign unveiling today. You were able to speak to some of the key members who really were part of the fight to bring headquarters here. What did they have to say?
Well, we saw our entire Alabama delegation in one place today. They said that this was a bipartisan effort, that it took years of work from many, many lawmakers in our state to make this happen. Now, the site you mentioned, we see out there that Space Command has a sign and an open field. There's potential there, but we do know there are workers on the Arsenal, Space Command workers. They're working out of temporary offices. Yeah. But today I asked Senator Katie Britt and Congressman Dale Strong, what comes next?
Now we'll begin to work to make sure that we can relocate individuals here to the new headquarters, that we have the right resources in place. So we'll continue to do the good work that we've done.
So it's moving rapidly. There's already been people that's been placed on notice. Matter of fact, after the announcement at the Oval Office, they were placed on notice to start moving. There's a lot more announcements coming in the days ahead, exactly how Space Command will move forward, and also how Golden Dome, we will have a large piece of that pile. So.
And both Britt and Strong said the job is not over yet. There's still a lot more work to happen here at Redstone Arsenal in regards to Space Command. I also spoke to Congressman Strong today about the ongoing fight between Colorado and our lawmakers here in Alabama. Of course, Colorado lawmakers wanted to keep Space Command in Colorado Springs, and obviously our lawmakers wanted to bring it here. That fight continues, but Strong said today that he firmly believes that Space Command has found its permanent home in Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that lawsuit is going on still out in the state of Colorado, and a lot of politics can be theater, and some people, especially probably folks out in Colorado, probably think that this was, a little bit of theater with the unveiling of the sign and the construction trucks in the background. But they are fully committed, and they are confident that this will be fully operational in 3 years? Is that right?
Well, the timeline, I don't have an exact timeline.
I believe Whiting said that this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does.
Well, then the message today wasn't so much about how much time it would take. It was just they were going to push for it as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Hegseth saying that he was going to cut as much red tape as possible. And apparently in this defense authorization bill, the delegation put in there a lot of stuff that could actually push that construction along. So we'll have to see what comes out of that when that bill is passed. But for 1,300 personnel, more than likely, full steam ahead with them coming here to work here at the Arsenal, which is a significant development, of course. And we're going to have much more coverage for you coming up tonight at 6. We'll hear from more members of the congressional delegation about how significant today was. But for now, we are live here at the Arsenal. We'll send it back to you in the studio.